Tinubu signs pact with USA for action against terrorism. President Bola Tinubu has approved the constitution of the Nigerian side of the US-Nigeria Joint Working Group as part of steps to deepen collaboration in tackling security challenges in the country. According to a release by Bayo Onanuga, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, the composition of the Joint Working Group was part of the agreement reached during the recent trip to Washington, D.C. by a high-level Nigerian delegation led by the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Ribadu is to lead the Nigerian side of the Joint Working Group, supported by a multi-task stakeholder team comprising of senior officials from relevant government establishments. I thought they've gone to do this before. Members of the Joint Working Group include the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maita Matoga, Minister of Defense, Muhammad Badru Abubakar, Minister of Interior, Nebu Olubumi Tunji Ojo, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Dr. Bernard Mdoro, Chief of Defense Staff, General Olufemi Oloyede, Director General of National Intelligence Agency, Ambassador Mohammed, and the Inspector General of the Police Force, Mr. Kaide Egbetukun. I thought they've gone to do this before. Are they going for another one again? Now, wow. Mr. Dayat Hassan of the Office of the Nigeria Security Advisor, ONSA, and Mr. Paul Alabi of the Embassy of Nigeria in the US will serve as Secretariat. President Tinubu has urged members of the Joint Working Group to work assiduously with their US counterparts to ensure smooth operationalization of all agreements across sector. Now, wow. Frankly, why should you include Fulani as members of the so-called working group? That means you are not yet serious. They are not even serious at all, because I don't know what they are going there to do. What are they going to do there? As Sugesha says, yes, the country is structured so that Muslims gain a lot, as well as Northerners enjoying all available resources and national wealth. But as a Christian, we need God intervention, not men or political intervention. If Trump is the Lord's judge, so be it. If not, we reject him. But one thing is certain, the Northerners are milking Nigerians dry. Samuel says, do you think God will come down to fight for anyone? No, he can only send persons to fight for you as he wants to use Trump. I really hope that God uses him and Trump leaves himself to be used by God to save us in this country. It is well. Awesome says, another says, if you don't wrestle for the compound road, it will not stop. If you do not wrestle for the compound road. They also says you want to waste American soldiers' life by handing over security issues that concern Fulani to a Fulani man to lead. Repetition of Jonathan's mistake in 2014 elections. Exactly. Isaac says, let me tell you, very, if these people will change their attitude in the African National, they must provide me my Anthony machinery duplicate hardback, in which the several logistics symbolizes are written green and white mesh. Machinery duplicate hardback reflection. I don't understand that. Adbain says, somebody said we don't have terrorists in Nigeria, but jihadists. America should hear that. Adbain says, please be careful. Don't allow them to sabotage American soldiers into terrorists and as in Nigeria security blackmail. Please make sure the people on that group are not terrorist sponsors. If they kidnap one American soldier, they will demand $1 billion. They are not going to get it. They should try it now. They should try and kidnap one American soldier. Mohammed says that means you invite Trump to Nigeria. They've not invited him. They've not invited him yet. Oluwaseun says every plan and classified information in the US Army must not be divulged to Nigeria Army. At least some of the enemy within in the Nigerian Army leak them to their loyalists in the bushes and forest. Trusia says Trump should be careful. Some of these delegates, saboteurs, are among them. Femi Moyon says just because America said they were coming to crush terrorists in Nigeria, all these northern elites began shivering. They sent delegates to America to canvass them as if all is well with Nigeria. Please, America, come to our aid because we are in a deep mess right now. Obasanjo says American military should be left to handle the operation single-handedly. I don't trust the Boko Haram infested Nigerian army, for Christ's sake, as in nobody trusts them. Nobody does. Ete says, I wonder why any name as Mohammed or related should have ever reflect in such national issue. What about the no Ribadu himself? Which people actually dominate or sponsor the insecurities, They play. Amma says, I'm sure you are a headsman. Paul Shimabola says, I hope some of those who signed the pact themselves are not complicit in terrorism and banditry. That may cripple the anti-terrorism action before it is bettered. America, please consider those representatives as suspects until they prove otherwise consistently. There is sabotage in our military and every officer is a suspect. Broderick says, this bilateral agreement with USA to end the security and terrorism in Nigeria must be pursued with every effort and sincerity to its logical conclusion. No betrayal, no sabotage. Ibe Dosin says, yet your so-called Igbo idiot elites moguls will keep dancing to their tones just to betray their own. Village leaders among us, but soonest all of them are going to pay heavily, just soonest as it happened in Nepal, so it will be here. Let's watch and see. As Moses says, all we hear about is the Nigerian side of this joint committee. Nothing has been heard from America. What kind of joint committee is this? We are being bombarded daily with this stuff from Biononuka. Let Americans speak. Then we can understand what's actually going on. Tizo, Miss Skin says, don't worry. God will help us. Americans are not Africans to bow easily. Tizo, Amadu Boka says the hate and unacceptability of Igbo widens in every successive government. How many Igbos are there? None. Utomi says, an exercise in futility. These people who will work with US officials and Fulani who openly told the world the bandits, Fulani bars, headers terrorizing the nations are their brothers and children. Yes, so they did not hide it. Giving us, I hope nothing like terrorists with them. Amichi Oleka says, how many questions are posed by membership concession of the group? Why were Igbo, Ijo, others not included in the group? I wonder. Marcel says, I want to save the masses until the US military lands in Nigeria to combat these terrorists. Nobody will believe you. Nobody will. As Ajibola says, let's just hope and pray that their secret information and plans will not get into the wrong hands. Amen. 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 It is well. Chukwu Emeka says, the savers until I hear from US. Okay. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.